And so today is the chosen day for us to celebrate the union of Shannon Lynn Melka and Scott Edward Hobie in marriage. I invite you all to feel perfectly free to smile and to enjoy the pleasure and the privilege that we have to witness this wonderful celebration of love. My duty requires me to ask a very important question. Who presents this woman to be married to this man?
We do.
I have an important question to ask each and every one of you in the audience today. Do you as parents, family members, and friends give your blessing and support to Scott and Shannon to be joined together in marriage? If so, please respond together with a very warm "We do."
We do!
Thank you.
In the art of marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor.
They met briefly at Davidson's bar where Morgan bartended. Shannon had just moved back from Texas. Scott had just come back from Colorado, and it was October of 2007. Then 2 weeks later was when the sparks literally started flying. See, Shannon and Scott saw each other again at a Halloween party and spent the evening arguing over all this little stuff. But as he went to his car, he asked her to come out to his car with him. Reality was, they both thought each other was cute and wanted to find out more about the other person. As they were outside, Scott called her over and all of a sudden kissed her. Shannon didn't mind at all. After the first date, they had been virtually inseparable since. For Valentine's Day that year, Scott gave Shannon a heart-shaped necklace and said, "This is my heart, and I give it to you." That's where you go, "Aw." Yeah, that's nice. Scott knew he wanted to propose to Shannon on a romantic, tropical beach because that was what Shannon always wanted. They started planning to go to Riviera Maya, Mexico. Shannon was thinking that this could be a perfect time for him to ask. But the night before they left, listen to this, she went through the luggage and he didn't even react or look nervous. So she thought, maybe he didn't have the ring after all. Scott, knowing her ways, had cut a hole in the lining of his backpack and had stuffed the ring down in the lining. Shannon suggested that they take a walk on the beach, which fit perfect into Scott's plan. As they were walking, Scott suddenly stopped her and began fumbling around in his pocket. Finally, after a while, he pulled out a napkin. It felt like it took him forever to unfold the napkin, which had the ring inside. But he made it, and he got down on one knee. Shannon was in such shock, all she could see was his lips moving, but didn't hear anything he said. After a few minutes of standing there speechless, she finally was able to tell him yes. She loves it when he mouths the word olive juice.
No.
Anybody get that? Olive juice? Out of the blue. She loves the way he gets angry whenever she is late. Yet, he waits for her as long as it takes. I love that he loves me for me. I love that he is my best friend and my knight in shining armor. I love that I get to spend the rest of my life with him. This is what Scott wants to say to Shannon. You're my best friend, and you're the one who makes me happy. Since being with you, I have had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. It is easy to love someone who does nice things for you. It's also pretty easy to love someone you respect and admire. But there's something that goes far beyond the words, I love you if, or I love you because. Unconditional love says to the other person, I love you anyway, and I will love you always, no matter what. I promise to encourage you,
I promise to encourage you,
to laugh with you,
to laugh with you,
and to comfort you in times of sorrow.
and to comfort you in times of sorrow.
I promise to love you
I promise to love you
in good times and bad.
in good times and bad.
I promise to cherish and respect you.
I vow to be true and faithful
I vow to be true and faithful
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
I will always be the person
I will always be the person
that you can trust
that you
and
can-
talk to.
that you can trust and talk to.
With this ring,
I thee wed,
I thee wed,
I give it to you
I give it to you
as a symbol of our vows.
as a symbol of our vows.
With all that I am
With all that I am
and all that I have,
and with all that I have.
just as the two colors are mixed together and not easily separated, so you two lives will be joined as one. I now declare you to be husband and wife. What God has joined together, let no one separate. I now invite you both to seal this day with a kiss worthy of this great occasion. Scott, you may kiss your wife. It is my privilege to present to all of you Mr. and Mrs. Scott Hovey as they begin their new life as husband and wife.